deficiency diseases like seizures. That's it, just the bare minimum. And when you take the bare minimum amount, which is directed on the back of the label, and you're expecting certain results, and you don't get the results, don't be surprised, because that amount was never designed to create a therapeutic effect. And this all boils down to one misunderstanding on what RDA really means. Here's the definition of RDA. Check this out. The RDA is the average daily level of intake sufficient to meet the nutrient requirements of healthy individuals. The RDA numbers were designed for people that were already healthy, that don't have muscle cramps or high blood pressure. If you have serious muscle cramps, insomnia, anxiety, the demand and requirement for magnesium goes higher. And on top of that, if you drink coffee with caffeine, if you're eating some sugar, if you're taking in an acid, the demand for magnesium is higher. The RDA assumes that you are a healthy person eating a healthy diet. And personally, it's rare to find people out there that are healthy that are eating a healthy diet. Now, the RDA for magnesium was set up in 1997 based on body weight, which correlated to women that weigh 133 pounds, which nowadays a lot of women weigh more than that, and men that weighed 166 pounds, which nowadays they weigh a lot more. So if we actually recalculate and do the numbers on someone like me, that I weigh 195 pounds, the adjustments from about 420 milligrams for magnesium for me should be about 600 milligrams per day, not 420. I'm just talking about the RDA, the bare minimum amount to prevent a disease. We're not talking about corrective doses. We're not talking about the doses they even used in certain studies that showed improvements in anxiety, depression, blood pressure, and migraines. Those studies used up to like 800 milligrams of magnesium per day, sometimes for weeks, and sometimes even higher than that. One clinical group stated that the minimum dosage to begin correcting a deficiency is 600 milligrams per day. And they mentioned it should be continued for more than a month before you even see any results. So when someone starts taking 300 or even 400 milligrams of magnesium for a couple weeks and says it doesn't work, of course it's not going to work, because it's like filling up your swimming pool with a garden hose and they turn it off within 10 minutes. And then this brings us to the next massive mistake. The form of magnesium that most people take and that most research is historically based on is something called magnesium oxide. Now, magnesium oxide is super cheap. It's compact, so you could fit a lot of it in one capsule. You could fit like 400 milligrams in one little capsule. That's why people like it, because they don't have to take multiple capsules to get their 400 milligrams. But the problem with magnesium oxide is it only has a 4% absorption rate. That means if you're taking a 400 milligram magnesium oxide